Jungorilla. Hello everyone, welcome to my class. I'm your Korean instructor, Jungorilla, Jung. Did you review what we learned in the previous class? You have to review my first two classes enough to get used to the Korean sentence styles. Then, let's figure out how well you could understand. Are you ready? Okay, we learned former polite and former honorific forms, right? First, former polite form. When you want to say, I go to school, what do you have to say? Good. 나는 학교에 갑니다. 갑니다. Good. And former honorific form. When you want to say, my father goes to school, what do you have to say? Good. 아버지는 학교에 가십니다. 가십니다. Great. And when you want to ask, do you go to school? What do you have to say? Good. 학교에 가십니까? 가십니까? Well done. I really hope I could help you get used to Korean sentence styles. Please keep reviewing it, okay? Good. Today, we're going to learn time tense, especially present tense and past tense a bit. Then, let's go. If you get satisfied with my video, please subscribe and click like. Thank you. Okay, you can see 6 sentences, right? 학교에 간다. 학교에 가. 학교에 갑니다. 학교에 갔다. 학교에 갔어. 학교에 갔습니다. Right? First 3, 간다, 가, 갑니다. First 3 are present tense, and the last 3 are past tenses. You can notice what different part is? Yes, verbs. In the Korean language, time is always reflected in the form of verbs. That is why you should change forms of verbs to express different time. Okay? Let's take a look at present tense first. Actually, we already faced present tense. Remember the sentence styles classes, right? The forms that we learned were all the spoken Korean sentences in present tense. Then, what are these forms? These are also present tense, and we use this form mostly in written Korean sentences, like a diary or some books. The forms of verbs are like this. Blah blah 하다 and blah blah 다 is a base form of Korean verb, right? So blah blah 하다, blah blah 다 has to be changed like blah blah 니은다 or blah blah 는다. For example, 공부하다, so blah blah 하다. In that case, you should put 니은, so 공부한다, 공부한다. Then present tense. And 먹다, blah blah 다, and there is a 받침, right? In that case, you should put 는, so 먹는다, 먹는다. The sound of 기억 has to be changed like 이응, okay? So 먹는다. Because of the convenience of pronunciation, okay? 먹는다, present tense. And 자다, 자다 is to sleep, right? And blah blah 다, there's no 받침, there's no 받침. In that case, just 니은, so 잔다. 가다 is also same, so 가다 is to go, so 니은, 간다. 오다 is to come, and there's no 받침, right? So 니은다, 온다. You can understand me, right? However, all the verb forms of adjective, this part is a real verb, right? English verb like that. However, all the verb forms of adjective like 예쁘다, 기쁘다, 괜찮다, 미안하다, these are just present tense, so there's no change. Okay? Good. Then, let's move to past tense in written sentence form. When you try to express past tense, you should also change the verb form. Okay? Here are 5 variations. First, blah blah 하다 is changed like blah blah 했다. And blah blah 했다 is a short version of blah blah 하였다. For example, 공부하다 is changed like 공부했다. Or you can say 공부하였다. And 운동하다, exercise. 운동하다 is changed like 운동했다. Of course, you can say 운동하였다. You can follow me, right? Good. Let's move to fourth case first. When there are verbs like 예쁘다 or 기쁘다, in that case, you should change the verb form like 예뻤다. So, 뿌 is changed like but, right? 기뻤다. So, which means 으 is dropped, right? 으 is dropped. And 으 is changed like 엇. Okay? Good. And let's move to second case. When there are verbs like blah blah ta, like this, blah blah ta, and the vowel sound, the vowel is 어, and e, and 우, like that. Okay? In that case, you should put 엇. So, 먹다 is changed like 먹었다. 먹었다, like that. And 있다 is changed like 있었다. 있었다. And 짖다, 지읒 받침, right? 짖다, 짖다 is to bark. In that case, 짖었다. 짖었다, like that. You can understand me, right? However, when there are verbs like blah blah ta, and the vowel right in front of ta is like a or o. In that case, you should put at. You can understand me? Good. So, 괜찮다 is changed like 괜찮았다. 괜찮았다. 찾다 is changed like 찾았다. You can understand me, right? Good. And the third case, when there are verbs like blah blah ta, so blah blah ta, okay? However, when there's no 받침, no 받침, in that case, you should put 쌍시옷. So, 쌍시옷다. So, 자다 is changed like 잤다. 잤다. 가다 is changed like 갔다. 갔다. And 오다, this is very unique case, so you have to remember, 오다 is not 오다, 왔다. 왔다. Okay? Good. However, 보다. Let's take a look at 보다. So 보다, there's no 받침, right? So you can say like 오다, 봤다. 봤다. It's very similar to 오다, 왔다, right? However, there is a huge difference. 봤다 is actually a short version of 보았다. So there is a word 보았다 in the Korean language. Okay? However, 오았다 doesn't exist. Okay? This is a huge difference between 오다 and 보다. So these are past tense variations in written sentence form. Okay? Then let's move to past tense in spoken sentence. Okay? So casual form. Well, casual form is really simple. We've already learned the past tense in written sentence form, right? blah blah 했다 is changed like blah blah 했어. And when you want to make a question, blah blah 했니? Or blah blah 했냐? Like that. So first, 공부했어. 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 And when you want to make a question, 공부했니? Like that. 공부했니? Of course, you can say like 공부했어? 공부했어? You can use this form as well. Okay? 공부했어? 공부했니? And 공부했냐? But it sounds a little bit rude sometimes. So be careful. And 미안하다. 미안했어. 미안했어. And 미안했니? 미안했니? 미안했냐? Like that. It's simple, right? Good. And second case, blah blah 왔어, blah blah 왔어, blah blah 왔어. Like that. For example, 먹었어. 먹었어. And when you want to make a question, 먹었니? 먹었니? Or 먹었냐? Like that. And 기뻤어. 기뻤어. And 예뻤어. 예뻤어. And when you want to make a question, 기뻤니? 예뻤니? Like that. Of course, you can use this form with some intonation change. Like 먹었어? 기뻤어? 예뻤어? These are also the question form. Okay? Anyway, 먹었니? 기뻤니? 예뻤니? Like that. But when you say 먹었냐? 기뻤냐? 예뻤냐? In that case, it sounds a little bit rude as well. So be careful. And 고마웠어. 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 고마웠니? 고마웠니? 고마웠냐? Like that. And 있었어. 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 있었니? 있었니? Or 있었냐? 있었냐? 괜찮았어. 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 괜찮았니? 괜찮았니? Or 괜찮았냐? Like that. This part is a little bit easy, right? In the third case, 블라블라이다. 블라블라이다 is changed like 블라블라이었어. 블라블라이었어. Or 블라블라였어. 블라블라였어. And when you want to make a question, 블라블라이었니? Or 블라블라이었냐? Like that. For example, 12살이다. There is a 받침, right? In that case, you have to say 12살이었어. 12살이었어. When there is a 받침. And 나는 사람이다. There is a 받침, right? So, 사람이었어. 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 Like that. However, when there is no 받침 like 의사, in that case, 나는 의사이다. In that case, 의사였어. 의사였어. Like that. Okay? And when you want to make a question, 12살이었니? Or you can say 12살이었어, 사람이었어, 의사였어. The same thing. Anyway, 12살이었니? 사람이었니? 의사였니? Or 12살이었냐? 사람이었냐? 의사였냐? You can understand me, right? Now, let's wrap it up. Okay, we learned present tense and past tense a bit, right? First, present tense. When you want to say, I go to school. In that case, what do you have to say? Good. 나는 학교에 간다. 간다. Good. And the second case, past tense. When you want to say, I went to school in casual form, what do you have to say? Good. 나는 학교에 갔어. 갔어. Good. And the last thing, when you want to say, were you glad in casual form, in that case, what do you have to say? Great. 너는 학교에 갔니? 갔어? Or 갔냐? Like that. Well done. I hope you could follow me well in my class today. If you can't understand enough, please watch this video again and review it. I believe you can make it. In the next class, we're going to learn casual polite and casual honorific forms in past tense. Thank you very much and see you next time. Bye-bye.